we are going to learn about the SUS Linux. So in this, firstly I'm just going to cover the syllabus of the SUS Linux and which flavor are available in market, which is available in free of cost, and which one available for on license basis. So before I'm going to start it, I'm trying to say subscribe my YouTube channel, subscribe my blog, and if you need any type of technical documents, you can reach out to me on my blog by commenting, and you also reach out to me to comment below with this video. So let's moving forward. Basically, the SUS Linux are used in enterprises for a SAP and some software, some application level Linux. It's also like a Windows environment. You can say that it's also easy to use as compared to the Red Hat Linux. So now in this, the first topic is overview of SUS Linux enterprises. Then second one is Linux file system. Now moving further, third chapter is work with the command line. Fourth one is the VM editor. Fifth one is remote administrator. Now next chapter is chapter 6, the system initialization. It contains the boot process, bootloader, and kernel and init-rd. Now moving forward, the next chapter is the 8. Chapter 8, it's contain identity and security. In that, it's we can cover user management, file permission, and privilege delegations. And in chapter 9, there's 3 chapters. Basically, it's software management. In that, you can work on compile form source, RPM, dependency manager. Now moving forward, we have some more chapters and some basic concept of this. Now the next chapter is chapter 10. It's contain the network management, or you can say that a network administrator. The next one is a storage administrator. It contains the basically file, all types of storage management. Now the last one is the administration and monitoring. It contains basically 3: time sync, file system logging, and support configuration calling. And the last one is the installation of SUS Linux enterprises. And now, so moving forward, in the first chapter, we starting with the first chapter, the overview of SUS Linux enterprises. So now, in the first chapter, the first topic is flavor of SUS Linux. So now, basically come to the flavor of SUS Linux. It contains which type of flavor, which type of version of the Linux of SUS is available in the market and is provided by the SUS. So now, come to the topic. There is a 2 type of SUS Linux is available in market. First one is OpenSUS and second one is SUS Linux Enterprises. So the basic difference of between these 2 Linux is OpenSUS, it's available for everyone, and SUS Linux is only available for trial. And basically the SUS Linux is used for the large skilled organization like MNCs, and the OpenSUS Linux is used basically for the a small organization, or you can say that home and personal. So now here's some difference of OpenSUS and SUS Linux enterprises. So the first difference is that the OpenSUS is used for a small organization OS, but SUS Linux enterprise used for the large scale organization like MNC. The second difference is OpenSUS used as a home and personal use, but the SUS Linux is also used for organizational and training institutes only. Now, coming to the support point of view, the OpenSUS support provided by the SUS Linux is only for the 18 months support, but the SUS Linux Enterprise provided the 7 to 10 year of support, because the OpenSUS Linux is developed by one of NGO with the help of the SUS Linux enterprises. So now the next difference of the SUS Linux and OpenSUS Linux is that the new version of the SUS Linux is always available in basically 10 to 12 months, but for the enterprises it's available for 12 to 18 months. So now on OpenSUS it's available for free for everyone, but SUS Linux is only available for a trial purpose for the 3 months. So now the current version of the OpenSUS and SUS Linux Enterprise is the same, which is available in the market, its version 50 service pack 2. Now, so we are going to learn about the SUS Linux Enterprise because Open SUS Linux is only available for trial purpose, and all the things which is available on the Open SUS Linux is available on the first slide. So now moving forward, the SUS Linux Enterprises having basically two types of Linux, but now it's three types of Linux Enterprises. First one is available for the desktop version, second one is available for the server version, and third one is available as a software development kit. So basically the thing is that, like, if a user or if a enterprise want to use a SUS Linux as a using like a terminal purpose, like a desktop purpose, then they can use a desktop version. If they want to use this SUS Linux as a server purpose, then they can use the server version of the SUS Linux Enterprise. But if they want to develop any type of application, then like SAP application, some other applications also running on that platform, so they will use the software development kits. So now the rest for the first topic, the flavor of the SUS Linux is this thing only. So now thanks for watching video, subscribe my YouTube channels. Thanks.